does this year just feel fast? Like you blink and a whole month is gone? If you're nodding your head right now, then you're in the right place. We're going to put together a toolkit, a real guide for not just surviving this wild year, but actually learning how to ride it with skill and maybe even enjoy the ride. So, to build our toolkit, we're bringing in a pretty unusual team. Imagine this: a money guru, a robot cat, and a futurist all sit down to decode what's going on. Sounds kind of weird, right? But stick with me. We've got Ken Honda, the wise teacher of money from Japan, Doraemon, our super practical, gadget-loving friend from the future, and Bashar, a calm, futuristic thinker. The blend of their insights is, well, it's really powerful. And this quote from Doraemon just nails the feeling, doesn't it? It feels like a year that runs fast, like a wild horse that doesn't wait for anyone to tie their shoelaces. That's it, right? It's this untamed energy. So, you have a choice. You can let it throw you off, or you can learn how to ride. The big question is, how do you even begin to grab the reins? Well, to figure that out, let's turn to our 3 guides. We'll call them the teacher, the thinker, and the friend. Each one has a crucial piece of the puzzle for us. Okay, first up, let's meet Ken Honda, our teacher. He's this incredibly grounded voice of wisdom, especially when it comes to something as stressful as money. And what's great about him is that he doesn't shout. He's not going to scare you with numbers. He just kind of points at what's true. And when he does, you just feel yourself take a deep breath, maybe for the first time all day. Next, we have Bashar, our thinker. And his whole perspective is this huge, powerful reframe. He keeps reminding us that the speed of everything changing around us, that's not actually the problem. The real enemy, it's our reaction to it. It's the panic that completely clouds our judgment. And rounding out our trio is Doraemon, our practical friend. I love this guy. He's the one who looks at these big, sometimes abstract ideas from our other guides and says, okay, that's cool, but how do we actually use it? He's all about turning philosophy into simple, actionable tools you can basically pull out of your pocket whenever you need them. All right, so let's put this dream team to work. And we're going to start with one of the biggest sources of anxiety for just about everyone: money. Let's see how they help us shift our focus from just staring at scary numbers in a bank account to, well, to a sense of real nourishment and value. And Bashar gives us this really crucial insight right off the bat. He says panic isn't just a feeling, it's a frequency. Think about it. When you're in that panicked state, your brain literally starts scanning for more things to panic about. It's a vicious cycle that feeds itself. So the very first step is figuring out how to break that cycle. So yeah, here's the million-dollar question, literally. What do you do? How do you handle that gut punch feeling when you see the money number go down? How do you stop the panic from taking over and making you do something, well, something you'll regret? Okay, here's the very first tool for your kit. It's called the exchange ritual, and it's a super simple way to reframe spending. Instead of seeing it as a loss, you see it as a conscious choice. So here's how it works. First, you just state the truth. I am exchanging money for value. Simple. Second, you add a little gratitude. This supports my life. And third, and this is the big one, you ask the right question. Is this purchase essential? Is it enriching? Or am I just doing this to avoid feeling anxious? Wow. Just that little pause can stop panic right in its tracks. Okay, so once we get a handle on that external panic, we can start to look inward at the internal battles. You know the ones I'm talking about. This section is all about navigating that constant tug-of-war between our need for security and our desire for freedom. And, of course, how to deal with that little voice of doubt that's always whispering in our ear. So, Ken Honda gives us this fantastic metaphor. Think of your life's path as a 2-lane bridge. On one side, you have the security lane. It's slower, it's steady, and it demands certainty. On the other side is the freedom lane. It's faster, it's more of an adventure, but you gotta be okay with a few bumps in the road. And here's the key takeaway. You cannot drive in both lanes at the same time. You can't be in the freedom lane demanding the certainty of the security lane. You have to consciously choose your lane for the season you're in. This leads us to a really powerful way to reframe doubt. So often, we treat doubt like it's a prison guard, right? It's just there to stop us, to lock us up. But what if? What if we saw it as a bodyguard instead? Its job isn't to stop you. Its job is to protect you, to pat you down and make sure you're actually ready for what's coming. So if doubt is your bodyguard, how do you talk to it? Well, here's a simple script. First, you just think it. Acknowledge its intention. Hey, thank you for trying to protect me. Then you ask for some real feedback. Okay, what's one practical thing I could improve? And finally, you reassure it. Got it. I'll do that, and I'm still moving forward. See what that does? It turns doubt from a saboteur into your personal quality control expert. It's brilliant. So, with our mindset shifted around panic and doubt, we can finally start looking forward. But how do we actually build the future we want? Well, the answer isn't some giant, terrifying leap. It's actually about taking tiny, concrete actions starting right now, today. According to Bashar, picturing your future isn't just daydreaming or fantasy. He calls it tuning. Think of it like tuning an old-school radio to a specific station. By really feeling the emotions and seeing the details of the future you want, you are actively selecting that timeline. You're dialing in that frequency. But here's the secret sauce. You have to anchor that vision in the here and now. And that's where this amazing little tool called the 1mm anchor comes in. It's simple. After you visualize that future you want, you have to, within 24 hours, take one tiny action that matches it. For example, if you see a healthier you 5 years from now, don't go sign up for a marathon. Just take a 10-minute walk. That tiny little action locks in the frequency and tells the universe, yep, I'm serious about this. All right, let's pull all these threads together. We've talked about tools for money, for doubt, for building your future. So now, let's lay out your complete kit for riding the wild horse of this year. So here they are, the key tools we've put in your toolkit today. We walk through some of the heavy hitters. The exchange ritual to cool down that money anxiety, the lane choice to help you navigate those big life decisions, the doubt script to make doubt your ally, not your enemy, and that awesome 1mm anchor to start making your future real right now. Just think of this as your go-to list whenever things start to feel a little wild. But all of these individual tools, they aren't just random tricks. They're all designed to build something bigger. They are the foundation for 3 core pillars that are going to give you real resilience and stability, no matter how fast this year feels like it's running. And here they are. This is what it all leads to: calm, creativity, and community. See how it works? A tool like the exchange ritual builds calm. Things like the doubt script and the lane choice, they fuel your creativity and give you options. And when you have that calm and creativity, you have the confidence to go out and build real community. These 3 things, they're your true anchor in a fast-moving world. So as we wrap this up, I want you to remember this. Riding a wild horse, it isn't about brute strength or being perfect. It's about having calm hands on the reins, a clear heart about where you're headed, and just having the courage to take that next one small step forward. That's it. That's how you ride.